Hello everybody, Rick here and welcome back to the channel. Today of course I want to start this video by thanking you all for 20,000 subscribers. I never thought that we would get to this point. I remember when I posted the very first devlog video and I truly had no expectations, so I'm truly grateful for your support and all of the comments and the interaction with you guys. With the second 4-month development cycle of Quantum Ruin coming to an end, I wanted to take the time to have a look at everything that's happened ever since the beginning of the channel, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be working on next. I started working on Quantum Ruins in August 2019, and from the beginning I decided to do some devlogs. I really have to thank Hero Game Endeavors because I started this project by watching his videos, and by watching his videos I actually found the motivation to start my own devlog channel. Right from the beginning I already had an idea of what I wanted my game to look like, and one of the very first things that I worked on was the story. I know that you guys do not know that much about the story. I decided to keep it as a secret up till now because I really want you guys to experience the story the way that I want, and so I've decided to share basically no information about the story so far. So in August, even though I already had the story and I knew where I wanted the game to go, I didn't know how to really make games. So I was still learning a lot, and I decided to give myself a challenge. I wanted to release something playable every 4 months. I believe that 4 months is enough time for you to plan something quite complex, all by limiting yourself in terms of what you can do. It's also a great motivation for me because instead of just endlessly working on the game without giving any updates and without getting any feedback, I actually push myself to have something playable out there. So from August to December, I worked on the basics of the game, so on the platforming aspect, on working with tile set, on creating my own tile set. I wrote the music for the game, I wrote all the code for the game. Of course, I followed a lot of tutorials, but I also pushed myself to write my own code, and even though it was not perfect, at the end of December, after the first 4 months of development, we had something playable and you guys could play it, and I felt very proud of myself. The first 4 months also allowed me to understand exactly what I could do and what I could not do in terms of game development, and also how much time I could spend working on the game. Ever since August, I managed to work at least 10 hours per week every single week. Some weeks I actually work up to 30 hours on the game, especially when I'm getting close to release, but I think that overall 20 hours is the perfect number for me so that I work productively on the game without getting burnout. Of course, along with the game, I started a YouTube channel and a Discord server. I want to say that I was very unfamiliar with Discord as a whole because I had never really used it before, and I'm still learning how to use Discord. I first created it because you guys in the comment section asked for it, but I never expected for it to be a thing, and I'm very happy to see that you guys are very active in the Discord server. We've got a very nice, supportive community there. In terms of the video, I'm very happy to say that I've managed to post at least 1 video per week over the past 8 months. I was not sure whether I could always have content, but I've just genuinely shared with you the progress that I've made on the game. Sometimes there was more progress, other times there was less progress, but I've just shared with you whatever I got, and you guys seem to like it and to subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. I've also shared some different type of content, mainly some content related to pixel art. I'm still learning pixel art. There are a couple of videos that worked very well. Again, I was not expecting to get all of this attention. I'm just throwing content out there into the wild, and I hope that people will see it, but I really have no control over what gets viewed or not. In January, I started the second 4-month cycle of development, which just finished. If you guys want to try the game out, you can go on my itch.io page. I've just released this week a new build, the Alpha 2.0. Of course, it is not perfect, but the goal was not to get something perfect. The goal was to challenge myself to release something at the end of April, just like I did in December after 4 months of development, and this deadline actually pushed me to work on a lot of different things. For example, the logo for the game. I'm very happy with how the logo turned out. That was a very good exercise for me, and of course I got to experience the marketing part as well. So creating a trailer for the game, creating the logo, all the art, creating an itch.io page, sharing that with you guys. All of that is actually a very important part of game development, right? Because you want your game at some point to be known by others. And the best way to learn how to do marketing is to actually do it. So now I know that every 4 months I actually need to look more into how I can do marketing and how I can do it better. So I'm happy that I got some experience on that too. Another thing that I really enjoy now and that I never thought that I would see myself doing is streaming live on Twitch. I had never streamed before on Twitch, and the funny thing is that I actually do not watch Twitch. I had never watched Twitch before, so I kind of jumped on this because you guys suggested to do some live streams, and I really enjoy it. I've been streaming the development of the game, and you guys have given me a lot of support and very useful feedback, so I'm very happy to be sharing even more of the development process with you guys. But I'd say that what I really enjoy the most is actually getting to know you guys, especially through Twitch. I like to chat, and you guys like to chat, and on the Discord server as well. I'm trying to always reply to your comments and have a conversation. I still do not know exactly where you guys come from, but I'm that kind of person who always replies to others. I enjoy meeting new people, knowing new people. And overall, I want to say that this whole experience is very unexpected. I was not expecting to get even 1,000 subscribers, and now we are at 20,000 subscribers. I may be rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I've never expected this, and I'm very grateful, and I hope that you guys have a nice time. And if you do not feel like following anymore, go ahead and unsubscribe. I just want everybody to have a nice time. That's all I'm gonna say here. As for what's to come, the new 4-month development cycle is going to start in May. So May, June, July, August, I'm going to challenge myself to publish the Quantum Ruins Half a 3.0 in August, end of August. But now, actually starting from May, I'll be working on the story. So up to now, everything that I've done was building tools and playing around with Godot to see what I can and cannot do with it. And I'm feeling pretty confident that I can start working on the story since I have that. So this new development cycle, as well as the next one for the entirety of 2020, I'm going to be working on building the actual game. This means I will not be polishing anything. I like to have the main areas there so that we can go from start to finish, we can end the game, and then once that's done, that's going to be the skeleton of the game. Once the skeleton of the game is done, I can then work on polishing the game. I already know where the game starts and where it ends, and now what I've got to do is everything in between. So I'm going to be working on that. I know which areas I want to have in the game, and I do not want the game to be very long. I'd rather have a limited amount of areas, but then really take the time to polish them and add things in them so that the areas are interesting to explore. And again, on this note, thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. If you'd like to watch me develop the game live, go check out the Twitch page, or if you just want to chat and share your own game, we've got the Discord server for that. And again, I was not expecting this. I hope that you guys have a great day and that you're working productively on your own game, and I'll see you all in my next video.